So where do I begin? I met her during the third year at U of T. Well, actually, I first saw her in the elevator of our condo. She was living on the penthouse of my old condo, and I thought she was pretty. I would always run into her when she took out recycling downstairs. I soon found out she was in my bio course. We had a few study sessions at my place, and then afterwards, I asked her out as friends. I didn't think much of it at the time. Well, I think our first date was a movie and dinner at First Markham Place. It's a tiny little Chinese plaza and has a theater. So we ended up watching Sin City. Terrible idea. What a horrible movie to watch on a first date. I could see her trying really hard not to doze off. I felt pretty bad. So after the movie, we went to get some Korean barbecue. I remember cooking a lot of food, and once something was fully cooked, she would eat it. She ate a lot more than I did. So that's pretty much where it started. For me, I mean. Well, if you ask her, I'm not even sure she knew it was a date. We later talked about being a couple, but it only became serious when she took me to Ottawa to see her family. We dated for all of our senior year of undergrad and became really close. After we graduated, we decided to go backpacking around Europe. I remember the day after my last exam, me and her got on a plane and went to Amsterdam. We tried various Dutch cuisines, smoked up at a cafe, looked at a couple of museums, but most interesting was probably the red light district. Woo-wee! Yup. Just walking around, we were offered threesomes, which I thought was awkward. Our next stop was Berlin. We took an 8-hour walking tour to explore the city and see what life was like during the Cold War and before the Berlin Wall fell. It was exhausting. Next was Prague, which was definitely the most beautiful city during our trip. Most memorable was the ice cream. Best ice cream ever. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to name all the cities. Maybe it'd be too much for the video. Okay, I'll go fast. Venice. Took a gondola ride on various canals. Finally saw Michelangelo's David, Paris. We wanted to be super romantic and eat at the Eiffel Tower. We couldn't get reservations for dinner because it's a 6-month wait. So we went for lunch. The view wasn't as nice, but at least we get to say we ate at the Eiffel Tower. Madrid. Saw some bullfighting. London is when she went crazy shopping on Oxford Street. After our Euro trip, I decided to teach English for a year in Taiwan before going to med school. It seemed like a good idea at the time, but actually it was a tough time for us. She was studying for her master's in Toronto, and I was halfway across the globe. It was rough. We might have broken up, but then she came to visit me. It was nice. I also came back during Christmas. We continued crisscrossing the world and finally wound up in Florida, together, studying optometry. Life seemed different, but in a good way, in a great way. After a long day of school, I realized something. All these amazing times together, traveling, cooking, watching TV, all the everyday activities, just being with each other. These are the most wonderful experiences life can give you. Moving to LA alone wasn't what I thought it would be. I realized that being with Maggie is the most important thing. Yeah, that sounds kind of corny, but I love her. Yep, her name is Maggie, and there's something I wanted to do for a long time.